So hello and welcome back to the Springfield project building the church. So it's all about getting this front part finished, getting these windows in, and I can tell you, whereas I'm working it out in the video, that this window here, obviously we're going to build up another row. So we're going to place our pillars marking out our free spaces and then filling in the bottom row. But I can actually tell you the dimensions of my windows rather than you actually watch me working it out as such. So in this first one we're going to be too high, so we're going to do 2 rows of 3 using just multi-stained glass. No real right or wrong way to do it, just trying to create like a mixed up pattern, so really it's best just to go nuts and place a couple and then one in the middle. And then moving on to our next one, instead of building up just 3, we're actually going to go 4. So every time that we go one window further up, we're going to go up by 2 rows and then 1 on the top. So the last one was 2 with 1 on the top, this one will be 4 with 1 on the top. I don't do that straight away because I'm still trying to work out how my roof is going to slope. And then for the next one, it'll be 6 with 1 on the top. And then for the last one, 8 with 1 on the top. Now basically what you're watching is me trying to work out my levels and work out that one window has got one roof and the other 3 then have got the slanting roof coming across the top of it. So with the last one it'll be 8 with the 1 on the top, so you do 8 rows going up. Now the problem with this build is obviously the bigger you go, the more accurate you can be, but at the same time you start really doing a full scale build, considering these 2 parts are only on the front and the last part is actually going to be on the back end piece, which is another whole building in itself. So we can start now going ahead and filling in, and at the same time I'm still trying to work out my levels for the roof. So basically what we end up doing is we're going to end up taking it 3 out every time, so we're at least 1 block above the window. So we've got the slant that we want on this side coming out at 3, and it took me a little while to work it out because obviously the windows being the way they are, and then coming down it'll be just the 2 coming up to the edge. So just like that, and that'll be our last one on the frame there. And there's no windows on the back of this or on your right hand side as you're looking at the screen. So really we just need to get our markings for this side of the roof and also these back windows in. Now guys, I am sorry for the slow process. It's just purely where I'm working it out at the same time, so it's not as simple as just get it done. And basically what we're trying to do now is build it up, keeping to the line of the window, trying to take it up 1 level at a time. So leaving a block on the end of every row we go up, and I do actually build it up 1 more, so where I'm coming to a finish now, this is my last one, I'll then go down, replacing them so it's still 1 more on top. Now we can stick to it like this, it actually looks fine. I actually put 1 more on top just because I want the outside roof to sort of stand a little taller, but the shape there is exactly the way it should be anyway. So it's down to personal preference because you've still got to put an extra block on top of wool, which I'm going to use light blue. So I've put my extra block on and I'm just going to pull it out a bit, just really because I'm trying to see what it looks like. Now I didn't like cyan, I don't really like the idea of wool on top of brick, so maybe I should have used clay for the actual church, but at the same time I want the buildings to look unique and different every time, which is really hard within the Simpsons sort of build. So we didn't have emerald sort of colour unless we actually use emerald blocks, and that didn't really suit me. Now on this top one I end up putting a full block of wool on top anyway, rather than carpet and the sandstone running across. You still need the sandstone there because you've now got to take the wool down towards where it would border off. Now that was something I was trying to do at the bottom and top, and quite honestly it just doesn't, I prefer the block, so instead of using the carpet I just put the full block on top. So now we're going to try and box off this piece up, we know exactly where we're going to. So I'm just going to drag this out backwards. I'm going to have to start joining up the frame. So at the back here we're going to add an extra layer, and for this you don't need that block there, you just place one on the end, and I'm just going to start dragging this back. Now this side actually has no windows, the same as the back side, so you can just literally work your way up the roof if you want to. So now working on our windows, obviously I've got an extra block there which I haven't quite clicked that it's there. That should be window as well. Now in the pictures they're all together, I don't know if it's 1 window or 3 windows just very close together, so I've put them all together, and basically the side ones will go 4 high in blocks with the one on the middle, and the side one will be 7 high with the one on the middle. and then it's all about filling in with a sandstone all the way around the frame. I won't go all the way through showing you me filling it in, but it's all about just tying it back in, building it up to the level of the roof that's already on. So like I say, you guys already know it's 4 high on the sides, and for the side 3, so it'll be 3 rows on the side going at 4 high, and 3 rows on the other side going at 4 high with 1 on the middle, and then 7 high in the middle 3 of the column with 1 on the top in the middle. So as you can see, I've only just clicked that I've got an extra block, and that's why everything's not looking quite the way I wanted it to. It's really time consuming trying to work out distances and lengths on stuff, and obviously it's another one with an important roof on, so it's kind of hard to really once you've made your sizes, you've just really got to concentrate on making it fit. So there you go. I won't make you watch me filling it in with stone. I'm just going to take it up to the roof level. So there we go, guys. I've just starting to line up some glowstone around my windows without actually putting them in the windows. Just really so it gives it some light inside the windows, plus it's a church, they should look light. And now it's all about trying to make this frame all come back to itself. Gone too far. So we know from here up is just a frame for this roof, so every time you drag it back, just miss the one on the end, making room for the wall to fit on the end. So you can keep dragging it up, missing the one every time. So like I say, that top layer with the carpet, I actually do use a full block of light blue wool, really because it just suits me more that the roof is sort of higher. I just hate the whole thing of a whole block, but at the same time it is the only way to build within Minecraft, and for everyone to be able to build, there's no point having texture packs on. So it is annoying, but like I say, if anything, that's due to size. You can always go bigger to make that look better, but for me, I want to try and keep it at this size because the back end of the building is still quite big and got to go on, so that's going to be quite another enormous part of the building. So now it's all about following the lengths of the roofs. Remembering to fill in the back of our frame on the slanted roof on the left hand side. So if you're just going to concentrate on the wall, you know every time you should have 3 blocks standing out until you reach the last one, which will only be 2. Now we're going to start moving on to our slabbing of the right hand side roof, and I'm going to use dark oak and also grab a dark oak stairs, because where I place this first row here, I'm actually going to put stairs at every point. So at the end of every row we start using the slabs for the next 2, and then for the next one here we'd use the stairs again to cover up, rather than have a full block on it start standing at different points. I thought it'd be much better to use the stairs, give it that look that it's only one block that needs to be used. And this is actually where I thought about using the stairs, purely because, like say with a full block, I don't like it. So using stairs sort of does the job of using half a slab and then trying to cover up as well. So it only now actually appeals to me to use the stairs, because I was trying to make it look, I was thinking of the back roof on the back part of the building where it's like more circular. So the blocks come in quite handy when trying to create a circular looking roof. But for this roof I'm more wanting the slant, so the stairs just become the best material to use in my mind. So anyway guys, that is this part of the build completed. Like I say, next is going to be onto the back end piece, which is quite a big building. I've got to try and work out how many windows are in there, and I'm sure it's like 6. So it is going to be quite a big build. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. I will be back shortly with a third part once I work out where them windows should be and how much of a space I'm going to need. And hopefully I won't be as slower paced as I've been today. So thank you anyway guys, and I shall see you soon.